The setting is a television studio where we have the stage, the control booth. This is the outer office, a little close quarters here. Outer office, this is the inner office, and this will also double as a living room. So with no further ado, I now present A Couple of Guys at the Movies by Phil Doran. Thank you.
Cities and over 26 million homes, and as you may have noticed by now, our TV cameras are panning the audience. So, if anyone is here with somebody they shouldn't be, oh look, the back row just got up and left.
I'm coming to you, camera 2, so give me more headroom. Counting down to mid-break bumper
Let's
in
see
15.
what we have out here now. Oh, you two are married, aren't you? Yeah, you two look married. Do we have another? Oh, a question over here. Yes, sir. What did Chuck and Dave do before they teamed up for this show? Well, David G. Morgan was a distinguished film critic for the Pasadena Sentinel, and Chuck Howard was the weatherman for Channel 8 right here in Los Angeles. Yeah, that's right. If you like today's weather, you'll love tomorrow. That's Chuck.
Coming out of commercial in 5. Ready, 2, 3,
So
2.
get ready to have a good time.
And after leaving Max von Sydow on vacation, we had the afternoon to kill, so I hustled up a rod and headed for the nearest crystal clear lake. Went fly casting for that magnificent Washington State sockeye salmon.
I, on the other hand, fought through the ennui of a gloomy afternoon in my hotel room, lovely accommodations thanks to the kind folks at the Lakeside Lodge, curled up with a cognac and Marcel Proust.
You're a real fun guy, Dave. You should have come along fishing, old buddy. Sockeye were sure biting.
Of course, Chuck. Sitting in a cold, rain-soaked canoe with you and a bucket of dead fish. I would rather take a bone saw, carve open my skull, and fondle my own brain.
Cue theme, cue commercial, and strap on your flak jackets.
Coming up next, a couple of guys review a truly remarkable new foreign film.
Well, I hope they like that one better than they like the last one.
Ouch! Could we kill the lights? I'm getting melanoma on my forehead.
We're running long.
You'd rather open your head than spend time with me? That's nice talk for the folks to hear.
I had to perk things up. You were lulling us into a coma with your In Search of a Wild Salmon.
Oh, now you're saying I'm dull.
As a seed catalog.
So we'll have to go with the shorter clip, okay?
Yeah, well, if things get too boring, you can always throw in another free plug. Lovely accommodations from the folks at blah, blah, blah.
My accommodations were lovely. Unlike yours, after you invited up those handmaidens of the SS for an evening of ritual sacrifice.
They were stewardesses from Lufthansa. We spent the night playing Trivial Pursuit. Hey, I don't have to explain anything to you. You're not my father.
Any clue as to who is?
Out of commercial in 5, 4, 3. Cue music. Ready, 3.
Once in a while, you open a film can and out jumps movie magic. That's how I felt about Raisins and Whispers. First time, Czechoslovakian director Vlad Zemkis has pointed his camera to the heavens and touched the gods of cinema. Zemkis tells of the star-crossed love affair between Hodge, a 13-year-old Palestinian refugee deeply immersed in the bizarre world of eco-narco-terrorism, and Suki, a 37-year-old Latvian nun. It's a marvelous, majestic little film, a lovely marriage of movement, color, and style, flashing along at a pizzicato pace that demands to be seen. I will long think of this movie as a flickering beacon, casting its tiny ray of hope into the dankest crannies of our mass-culture hearts.
Let me guess, you liked it?
I laughed. I cried. It changed my life.
Okay, let's bottom line this Czech doggy. First of all, it had subtitles. You know how I feel about subtitles. The terrorist attack on the airport was okay. They didn't skimp on the blood bags. Sex scenes were pretty graphic, but come on, Suki, calm down. The kid's only 13. It's the kind of movie that was trying too hard. But trying too hard to be what? I don't know. Here's what I do know. About halfway through, my butt twitch meter started going on. And when my butt starts twitching, I am bored. So, I give Raisins and Whispers a Pasadena.
Why don't we roll the clip and let the folks at home decide?
Don't forget, watch your monitors.
Tape is rolling. We're off.
Butt twitch? Come on.
Lighten up, it was funny.
Reducing the efforts of a brilliant filmmaker to the involuntary spasm of your gluteus maximus is crass and tasteless.
The movie was a hound. When my ass starts screaming, "Get me out of here," I listen.
A beautifully elegant sentence. Any aspirin?
I think so. A couple of guys.
What does this say?
Yes, Lucille. Yes, I'll tell them.
Well, we used to have a bottle of Tylenol in there.
Does this say Akbar?
Look, old boy, ever since they teamed us up, we clashed on style. I have it, you don't.
Seriously, who's Akbar? An Arab?
Where's the runner? Can we send him out for Excedrin, Midol, steroids? I need something. My head is splitting.
I'll beat the runner. But before you go, publicity needs to know by 6. What does this say? There's this black press luncheon tomorrow. So are we planning to review the movie? Don't you be looking at my bitch white boys.
I dare say no.
We haven't decided. I'm still viewing. And for God's sakes, who the hell is Akbar?
Oh, that's Rebecca.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, my dyslexia kicked up.
And what about the phone number? Is it backwards too?
I don't know. My dyslexia was in and out all morning.
The point here is, our show goes on live, which means we cannot just shoot from the hip with the first gross comment that crosses our little tiny pea brain, now can we?
Me? What about your little discussion last week? The wonderful world of phlegm.
You are talking out of context.
I couldn't believe it. Right in the middle of reviewing an Emilio Estevez movie, you start talking about things coming out of your nose. No, I don't want a taxi.
Do you know how many appreciative letters I received from people with the exact same sinus condition? Hundreds.
Oh, I can't wait until you discuss your hemorrhoids. We'll have to put on extra help in the mailroom.
I do not wish to continue this inane discussion. However, from now on, I must insist that you allow me to look at your copy, if you even bother to write any, in advance before we go on the air. Good day, sir.
Wait a minute. No way, no way. I am not going to submit my copy to your prissy blue pencil. And I do write it in advance, so forget about it.
Excuse me. Ed Brady wants to see you both.
That number? Not even close.
Please don't yell. Dyslexia is a horrible curse. I should be given handicap parking.
Oh, you'd only pull the car in backwards. Look, what I do out there is give my educated opinion.
Oh, excuse me. For a moment, I forgot I was addressing a graduate of the Malibu Academy of Surfboard Waxing.
I got just as good an education at Pepperdine as you did at Yale. Believe me, the chicks were a lot cuter.
Could we discuss this later? My eyeballs are pounding like trip hammer.
No, we cannot discuss it later. We'll discuss it now because I am sick of hearing about your eyeballs and your ointments and your nasal
Hey, that's personal property.
Oh, bullshit. Nothing in this office is your personal property.
You messed up my dad.
Everything here you have ripped off from the company. Jody Jill pancake mix. Jody Jill fabric softener. Jody Jill feminine hygiene spray. Have you no shame?
These happen to be legitimate promotional material I use to hype our show.
Where? At your friendly neighborhood bidet?
Get out!
Get bent.
Philistine,
Rip-off artist.
mongoloid,
Pissant.
mesomorph,
Faggot.
yuppie!
I'll come back later.
Oh, Vera, thank God, come in, I need you.
I just popped by to say really good show today.
In spite of what he said,
What about what you said?
he said but on my TV show.
It's half mine, and I settled on my half.
Boys, please.
I'm simply requesting that we show each other our reviews before we go on the air, thereby avoiding these constant embarrassments.
Absolutely not. I am not letting you grade me like you're some kind of professor going over my term paper.
Relax, I won't deduct for misspelling.
Look, Dave, part of the charm of the show is that neither of you know what the other is going to say. Gives us a certain spontaneity and naturalness.
Yeah.
Why is everybody ganging up on me? I am merely trying to bring some order to this chaos.
Listen to how he talks. What a tool.
Come on, guys, neutral corners. It's been a long day. I'm just dropping off the movie we're reviewing tomorrow, and then I've got to run.
I can't think about tomorrow. The super Nazi is giving me a splitting migraine. Please, don't bring me your magic fingers.
Oh, I'm really late.
Please.
You're so tight.
So are you.
I have too much tension in my life. What can I say?
Hey, this is a farewell to goodbye. The new Otto Ross picture. I hear it's good.
Good for a few laughs. Too bad it's not a comedy. That feels wonderful.
Come on, let go. That's good.
Why in God's name would they drag that old hack out of the boneyard to direct that picture?
The man happens to be a Hollywood legend.
So is Gypsy Boots, but I don't want to review his work.
Why not? Maybe he'd give you a bag of walnuts.
Save it for the show, fellas.
I'm feeling everything drain and unclog. Thank you, Angel. I'm a new man.
Next.
Next.
Don't I get equal time?
Hey, guys, I'm not Swedish. Let's not make this a habit.
Come on, Vera. Just because you're a big producer now, don't turn into one of those cold, prickly female executives. You know, the big shoulder pads, the running shoes. Offer us your nurturing breasts and let your womanhood flow.
Of course, Chuck. I live to serve.
Thanks.
Have a nice day.
Blackout.
The next morning.
The dialogue is leaden. The directing, shoddy. And the acting makes Howard the Duck look like Richard III. Oh, Otto Russ, you are certainly the Sultan of Schlock. Sultan of Schlock. Not bad. Hey, wake up! Come on, you're missing a 50 megaton bomb.
I like it.
Yes, I can see that.
I don't have to see the whole thing. I know his style. It's the feel-good movie of the year.
Not when I get through with it.
You know, that's your trouble. If it isn't some weird artsy-fartsy black and white film where everybody is speaking Mongolian and playing ping pong with the ghost of their grandmother, you don't like it.
What I like, nay, what I live for, is to totally devastate bad cinema. I'm going to do to this movie what William the Refrigerator Perry does to a ham hock. When I am finished with this bow wow, they won't even be able to find the sprocket holes. Oh, God, how I love this job.
Hiya, guys. Hey, the Headmeister. How's it hanging?
What brings you down to our end of the hall, Brady? Slumming? Or were you temporarily blinded by your necktie and got lost?
Oh. That's good. That's choice. How do you stand being around a funny guy like that all the time?
Earplugs.
Now listen, guys. Old Ed has been taking care of his buddies. I just got off the blower with the head honchos up at Jody Joe Corporate, and I've got a fantastic surprise for you.
A raise?
Oh, this guy kills me.
Yes, Irene.
Aunt Brady is here to see you.
Oh, good work.
Thank you.
You're fired.
Well, what happened is I have convinced Jody Jill to send our show on location to cover the Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, right. Edward, that's wonderful.
Hey, you guys deserve it. You are the best. And ever been to the Riviera?
I was there briefly with my ex-wife. It was lovely in spite of that.
Can't wait. Starlets running naked through fountains, me chasing them.
It's gonna be major, major fun, big time, and I'm sure it's gonna work out fine.
Work out? You just said you had him convinced.
Oh, well, I haven't convinced it's a good idea. It's just a question of the follow-through. See, the guys in Cleveland, well, they have their heads into this Century Pictures takeover deal.
That was months ago.
Yes, but Jody Jill's first release under the New Century banner comes out this week. A farewell to goodbye. And, well, they're extremely nervous about the picture.
With good reason.
Well, you know the problems. You know, will it get good word of mouth? Will it get good reviews from important television critics?
Your cue, Dad. State of the art. We give this mongoose a rave and we go to Cannes, right?
Hey, walk a mile in Jody Jill's palms. I mean, would you send a couple of putzes to the Riviera for shredding a $20 million plate?
I'm sorry, Ed. I'd love to go to Cannes, but...
But nothing. I liked it. Doesn't that count?
Well, it'd be much better if you both liked it.
What if we don't actually do a review?
Yeah?
What if we do a puff piece treating Otto Ross's comeback like a news feature? Long lost Hollywood legend returns.
I like it. I hate it.
No, wait a minute. Even better. Let's get Ross on the show. We'll interview him.
Oh, yes. And if we do it tomorrow, we can hook up to the live coverage of the New York premiere.
That's great.
No, it's not. What are we doing here?
Hey, it's a slam dunk. I'll arrange with Vera. You guys are the best. Bon voyage.
What the hell have you done?
Just got us the con, man.
Sniveling little sycophant. You would go on the air and deliberately lie about a truly deplorable film?
That's your opinion. I liked it.
You slept through it.
At least my butt didn't twitch.
There is no way I'm going along with any homage to Otto Russ. No way in hell.
Blackout. A short while later.
So as she's giving me directions to her place, she is all over me. I mean, I'm trying to drive, she's rubbing my thigh. In the elevator, she's sticking her tongue down my throat. Are you getting the picture here? We're so hot, we're practically ripping our clothes off and humping in the hallways. What?
We have to talk.
I'm on the phone.
This can't wait.
Neither can this. So we get inside her apartment. She says, you get into bed, I'm going to freshen up. This may take a while.
Like most of your stories?
So, I'm laying in her bed, big platform sucker with red satin sheets, and I look up and I see these two huge, humongous hooks hanging from the ceiling. I think, Jesus, this lady has got great big houseplants. All of a sudden, she comes out of the bathroom wearing absolutely nothing but a policeman's hat and a pair of handcuffs. Yeah! Well, I'm starting to get real nervous here. She opens the drawer and she whips out a revolver and starts loading it with bullets. No! I'm completely paralyzed with fear. Okay, well, she cocks the hammer, she hands me the gun, and she says, here, hold this on me. It's the only way I can get off. Well, I grab the gun, she grabs my dick, I grab my pants, and I am out of it.
Are you through?
Let me call you back. It gets better. Can I even have a moment of privacy from you? What do you want?
You have a gun in our office.
Relax.
I'm telling Vera.
Keep your pantyhose on. I promise if I'm going to use it on you, I'll give you a running head start.
I want that out of here immediately.
Okay. I'll get rid of it. What's so goddamn important?
We can't go through with this Otto Ross charade.
We have to.
I refuse to allow us to prostitute our show.
Dave!
I'm sorry, that's it. I have spoken.
Hey, who died around here and made you God? Why are you suddenly calling the shots?
Look, I tried. I actually sat through the entire dreadful thing. Isn't that punishment enough? Come on, for once, let's take the high road.
What, are you having a career death wish? We are 2 months away from renegotiating. You pick now to turn into Joan of Arc.
Why can't I speak the truth on our own show?
No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they signed us for pesos. We dreamed Chuck and Dave would take off.
And it has, because we're honest.
You are honest. I'd rather be rich. Jesus, Dave, why rock the boat now? We are so close to the big money.
I know.
We could wind up with 20% gross domestic, foreign, and Canadian distribution. And that is after recoupment.
Yeah.
We are looking at 45 grand per segment with guaranteed ownership position, pari passu minus the 10% licensing deal.
Don't you think I want that? I've been paying my dues a lot longer than you, sonny boy.
Then let's play heads-up ball here and remember who signs the checks.
That's exactly what's wrong with this business. Haircuts in Cleveland to make bunt cake are telling us how to review a movie. Who are these people? And who is Jody Jill? Who are you? Why are you always smiling like that?
Am I interrupting anything?
Oh, you remember the extra plum sauce?
Of course. Listen, that reporter from Parade Magazine is holding on too. She needs a few more questions to finish our interview.
I really don't feel like making chit-chat right now. Can you tell her we're busy?
Yo, we tell her I'm busy eating and Dave is busy talking to a box of cake mix.
She has a deadline.
Okay, don't worry. I'll talk to her.
Suddenly I feel chatty.
Hello, Johnny.
Hi there. You got both of us.
No problem. Shoot.
That's a very interesting question. Chuck and I are very different as individuals, so it follows that, of course, we are very different as critics.
Here's the big difference, John. You see, basically, I like movies. I go there expecting to be entertained. Now, Dave, on the other hand, expects to have a bad time. When a movie turns out good, he is actually disappointed.
As usual, Chuck, an enormous oversimplification. Simply put, Joe, I feel the function of the critic is to rigidly hold the artist within the boundaries of the specific reality their vision has created. Maybe I'm not being real clear here, but it's like John Simon once said, without criticism, the artist receives no serious answer. What? You stop that! I'm sorry, I'm talking one of Jerry's kids.
Communication is, well, I think I excel. I feel like I deal with the TV audience in a very intimate way. After all, Joni, we're not... What we're talking about here is relating to the viewer one-on-one, which I do really well. Yes, that's what I'm able to bring to the party, the ability to make complex ideas less understandable. I try to connect with the TV camera, not just like it was... Yes, like it was another person. I visualize that person, picturing them sitting home, watching me, usually in their underwear. In fact, as we speak, Joni, I'm picturing you. What are you wearing, Joni? Okay. Yeah, well, call back if you need more. Oh, wait, Dave wants to say goodbye. No, he's not very good at goodbyes. He gets too emotional. Yeah, bye. You know what your biggest problem is?
I can't wait for you to tell me.
You are an asshole.
Oh, I'm an asshole? Well, what do you think you are?
Not an asshole.
Ha! You, sir, are such an asshole that you are the asshole by which all the other assholes are measured.
Oh, yes? Well, you, sir, are the King Kong of assholes.
Is that so? Well, you are such an asshole that all over the world devout assholes face your direction and pray 5 times a day.
Yeah. Well, you are such an asshole.
Blackout.
Where did we get this audience?
Spillover from Wheel of Fortune.
How come we didn't get a full house?
One of the buses broke down.
Do they speak English?
Ed, we're a little behind. Otto's just now coming out of makeup, and the boys have been changed in Burke. Now we've got to go straight up at 6 and hit that live feed from New York. Why don't you start?
Okay. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to A Couple of Guys at the Movies. Now, thank you very much. Oh, you put your hands together better than that. Hey, anybody here from out of town?
Right this way, Ross.
Just call me Otto.
Otto? That's a wonderful name for those of us who suffer from dyslexia.
You got what?
You can bring Mr. Ross to the set now, Irene. We're coming!
I'm serious, man. This sheik is going to be in Cannes. He invited us aboard his yacht. Seems we're huge stars in Brunei.
Hey guys, isn't this great? A live hookup to a premiere? So exciting! Say, Dave, is that a new suit?
Same old dark blue.
Well, you look absolutely fantastic tonight.
Yeah, I think he's lost weight.
Will you two stop greasing me? I'm doing this, okay?
Okay, here's the rundown. We have 2 clips, run about 2:40 total. Now the first clip needs setting up, and the second stands alone.
Vera, the total babe, takes charge.
Just follow the pre-interview on the movie. If we need to fill, ask him about his star on Hollywood Boulevard.
He got a star on Hollywood Boulevard? I want the exact location. I'm taking my dog out for a walk tonight.
Irene, we're ready for Mr. Ross. We're trying.
I know you're not thrilled, but promise me you'll be nice to Otto.
Yes, I'll be so sweet he'll think he's on a hayride with Anna Light. Let's just get it over with.
Irene, what's keeping Mr. Ross? His legs locked. He stopped moving. Be right there.
I'm trapped in a Fellini-esque nightmare, and I can't wake up.
Here we go, Mr. Ross. We're real close.
I'm Chuck Howard, Mr. Ross, and on behalf of everyone at A Couple of Guys, I am deeply honored to have you join us. Stop dragging me!
We'll just make you comfortable right here, sir.
Mr. Ross, I would like you to meet...
Hello, Otto.
How have you been, Dave?
Oh, you two know each other.
Otto and I once did a project together.
Yes. Dave wrote a script for me. Really?
I didn't know that. What was it called?
It was a long time ago. Who remembers? Shall we do this, Vera?
Oh, yes. Let's begin.
I remember. Bikini with a knife.
Wait a minute, hold the fort. You wrote a bikini movie?
With a knife. It was a beach party slasher. Not a bad little idea.
Camera 3, I'm getting a flare off Otto. Can you stop down, please? 25 seconds to intro.
I'm trying to picture this. You wrote...
It was a long time ago. I was young, I needed the money, okay?
I can't believe you, of all people.
Well, you forgot about it! It never even got made. Studio politics or something.
That's not why it never got made. We dumped it because of your script. It stunk.
I beg your pardon.
Coming to you, number 2. 10 seconds.
That script was artful, literate.
Bikini with a knife. It stunk. It had no structure, no conflict, no plot. And I paid you $22,000 for it, you word bag!
How dare you, sir?
Oh, Jesus. In 3, 2, cue it out.
Live from Hollywood, it's A Couple of Guys at the Movies!
Think con, think firm, young French girls walking on the beach with no tops.
And here they are, David G. Morgan and Chuck Howard!
Tonight we are honored to have with us one of Hollywood's all-time legendary directors. A man whose credits begin with the 1937 classic, That Lady from Albuquerque, right up to his latest masterpiece, A Farewell to Goodbye, Mr. Otto Ross. I must admit, Otto, that when I viewed A Farewell to Goodbye yesterday, I found myself riveted to my chair. my eyes glued to the screen from beginning to end.
It's a story that I've wanted to do for a long, long time, because it's an important story.
Here's an interesting sidebar that I think the folks at home will get a kick out of. The young girl who plays Tessie in the movie is actually the granddaughter of a lady you directed back in 1939, the legendary Nettie Volz.
Yes, she reminds me of Nettie in so many ways. So many ways.
Well, a farewell to goodbye just blew my socks off, and I cannot imagine anyone not loving this movie. Right, Dave?
Well, of course, I adored the film. It moved me in ways I had long thought dead. But I can't help wondering, Mr. Ross, how you feel if some critics, perhaps misguided, might say that your movie, stunk. That it has no structure, no conflict, no plot.
Well, who would say a thing like that, Dave? This movie is perfect. No critic in their right mind.
I don't care what a critic says. A critic is just some schmo who's failed at what he really wants to do.
So, that's your delusion? We critics are the enemy? Is that what you think?
I don't have to listen to this.
What the hell is going on?
We seem to be off
You
script.
certainly don't, Mr. Ross. Right, old buddy? Opinions are like kidneys. Everybody's got one.
Maybe we should stop this.
Tell New York we're coming back to them early.
The critic is the only man left who will tell you fat cats the truth. We keep you honest. You get sunshine blowing up your pipe all day long from your studio toadies and network lackeys and your agency bootlicks. Oh, yes, O.R. That's wonderful, O.R. Listen, O.R., if it's a yes man you want, you can fire me and hire somebody else, but I think what you just said was failure.
Dave, look!
We have got to pull the plug. This is going out live.
I want my lawyers!
We'll be right back.
No, we won't be right back to sell you cat food or pantyhose or snow tires. We're only going to stop to sell you the truth.
New York is not ready. Can we just go to black? Do we get into trouble with the FCC?
We have got to stop it.
Well, don't hurt my mom.
The truth is, this man squandered millions of stockholders' dollars and made a movie that is unwatchable. Now he wants you, kind, trusting people at home, to bail him out. Don't do it. Don't see this man's movie.
Ready to go to commercial? Irene, get that news.
Go see my movie. It's good.
Read a book. Talk to your children. Look at a tree. For God's sakes, do anything human, but don't see his goddamn movie.
3, 2, 1. We're off the air.
Oh my God! Otto's not breathing. He's dead.
And his colostomy bag broke.
Blackout.
A short while later.
No, there are no comments. There are no, yes, I was there. Oh, well, issue a safe harbor. No, you can't quote me. No, there will be no exclusives.
You are off the air, mister.
Oh, happy now? Got yourself thrown off the air.
Your show is off the air.
No, you can't.
Have you seen our lobby? Meant to be 100 people down there. Every TV station and wire service in the city, the coroner's office, the LAPD, and will somebody answer that goddamn phone?
Guys, I'm sorry we're not making any videotape available.
You've done this. You've ruined our life.
Chuck, please.
Please, me? Why am I getting shafted here? I was good. I didn't make any waves. I didn't kill anybody.
Well, we've got to make some kind of a statement. Dave's been under great personal stress, executive burnout, etc.
That's good.
We also got to say something to Otto's family.
Forget the widow for a while. She fainted and is under a doctor's care.
Oh, great. A double murder. Nice going, Dave.
Would you please leave him alone? Listen, Dave. Would you like a drink?
Oh, that's a brilliant idea, Ms. Producer. Get him tanked up and send him out to make a statement.
I meant a coffee or a Coke.
Oh, and where the hell were all of you when Howard Beale here was flipping out? How come none of you geniuses in the booth pulled the plug?
We were trying to switch back to New York. You were right next to him. How come you didn't stop him?
Who can stop him? Who can stop the great David G. Morgan once he gets his mind made up to tell the truth? To take the high road. Once he decides, hey, screw the show. I need to get back at some old fart who fired me. Because I'm more important than any show or anybody's career. Because I am the world's biggest asshole. You hit me.
I'm sorry.
First, you kill somebody, and then you hit me.
Said you were sorry.
I don't like being touched. No one ever touches me without my permission. Ever.
Chuck, go to your room.
You can't throw me out. I don't work for you anymore. And why is everybody picking on me? He's the one we should be pissed at. First he killed somebody, now he's slapping people. He's a menace. The man is totally out of control.
I want you both off this set right now, and will you please answer that phone?
You are so worried about getting sued by Otto Ross? I got a lawyer too, and he is going to rip you a new...
Martha Walters? Is that really you? It's really her.
Hello, Miss Walters. Ed Brady here. Oh, yes, we're all so deeply shocked. It was absolutely deplorable. Yes, the loss of one who meant... You want what? The whole hour devoted to Dave? What did you call him? She called him a hero.
He's no hero, he's a killer. What's wrong with her?
Yes, Dave certainly was refreshing in his honesty, to say the least.
Give me a break.
Janie, read me the printout from our 900 numbers. Uh-huh.
Yes, it certainly was. Oh, well, of course. Well, we have to discuss it on our end. But yes, as soon as possible. Goodbye, Barbara. Fuck me.
This can't be happening. The world cannot be this demented.
She called it an incandescent moment in live TV. She called him the last angry critic.
Well, if she thinks he's angry, wait till she gets a load of me!
Thanks. Listen to this. And we usually get 2,000 to 3,000 calls per show. Well, tonight we got 72,000. And they're running 350 to 1 in favor of Dave.
The last angry critic. The most honest man in America. Jesus, what do we got here?
Message center says they've received over 30,000 telegrams. And Newsweek wants a photo session with Dave for a cover.
What is wrong with these people?
Oh, no, this isn't a bad thing. This is a good thing. It's a very good thing. How fast can we get back up?
I want more money.
Thursday.
A lot more money. You fired me, remember?
Okay, who can we book on the show? I mean, who's in town, who's old, who's real sick?
We can't go to... Let it die down a little. And then we'll go for it again, like for some next week.
And I want a cover, too, of something.
No, why? I mean, this is obviously what people want. If Betty Davis still living...
I don't think Dave could go through it again.
Of course he can! Dave's a trooper! Where is he?
Dave's gone.
Blackout. End of Act 1. Two.
Please, Ed, get out here.
I have been warming them up for 2 hours. I have nothing left to say to these people. What the hell is Dave?
The cab picked him up 45 minutes ago. He promised me he'd be here. Now go.
Okay, well, we're just about to get started in a few short moments. We're experiencing a little problem with our state-of-the-art equipment. The rubber band broke, and we have to send to Japan for a new one. Does anyone to know the technical name for this thing we're doing here, this whole gestalt. It's called waiting. You know, I right now feel very, very close to each and every one. I just want to hold. Let's all join hands and sing Kumbaya. A question. Oh, question over here. Yeah, yes, ma'am. No, I don't know who's going to die on tonight's show.
I'm sure no cat has come through the main gate. What about the Charles Street gate? Did you check? He'll be here, Chuck. He said he'll be here, and I believe him.
And where is he?
Kenny, how late can we go? When do we hit golden time?
This is ridiculous. Let's let the audience go, and when and if he shows up, we'll just take without an audience.
Oh, no, why? I'll go out and do the show alone. I can do it.
Oh, that's total bullshit. Check it again, Kenny. We can't possibly be into a meal penalty. Dear, the Charles Street gate. Mr. Morgan in a cart and bring him to stage 16.
Well, Chuck and Dave are professional critics, but your opinions are every bit as important as theirs. So let's find out. What are some of your favorite? Oh, yeah, The Sound of Music. Yeah, that's a good one. That's wonderful. And rock. But only part one, right? Okay. And and Debbie Does Dallas. Right. Thank you, sir. Close the raincoat, would you?
Okay. Give me cameras, audio, video, and speed on all machines. In 5, 4, 3.
Live from Hollywood, each time for the last angry critic in America. Yes, it's a couple of guys at the movies. And here they are, Chuck Howard and David G. Morgan!
Thank you. Well, it has been an exciting week. Maybe a little too exciting. So, before we begin, my partner David G. Morgan has a short statement.
The loss of but a single person diminishes me greatly. The events that took place on last week's show were shocking and unforgivable. I deeply apologize to the family and the many friends of Otto Ross if I were in any part responsible. Our only conciliation is that Mr. Ross's many great works are forever alive to always remind us of his unique gifts.
That was beautiful, Dave. You've handled this with real class.
Yes, that's right. Let's hear it. Give it up for my brother David G. Morgan.
Okay, on to the business at hand. I just saw a flick called The Whisper Zone, written and directed by Albert Zimmer. Now, I'd logline this one a pretty good to above average slash and splatter movie. Sure, it was no bikini with a knife, but I liked it. Their homicidal maniac, Hugo, showed great skill with an assortment of power tools, and he was definitely the kind of serial killer you could grow to love. On the plus side, the women who get butchered are extremely attractive, unbelievable hard bodies. And a couple of them could actually act. Hey, but here's my big gripe. I pulled these stills from the press package because I want to show you something. This is the bait Hugo is stalking. Hugo. Now, Hugo chases her through an empty church. She's wearing a flimsy negligee. Classic scene. Hugo corners her near the baptismal font. Stab, 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 shriek, shriek, shriek. Lots of blood, lots of flesh. Works for me. But look. When the cops arrive, the victim they find is a completely different woman. Hey, what happened here? Did the first actress get a better job between scenes, or did they actually kill her? Hey, Albert Zimmer, when you do things like that, it breaks the reality for those of us who have plunked down our $6 to see a little gore. Come on, get a clue. Do the job right, or give it to somebody who can. Well, you know, if you overlook a few mistakes, go see The Whisper Zone. And, guys, this is a great couples film. Believe me, when you're kissing your lady goodnight, she'll be in no hurry for you to leave. Especially if you can make this noise. Bougie, bougie, bougie. So, Dave, what do you think?
It was the poet Cicero who once said, Cicero said was,
Cicero. Well, that's in Illinois, right, Dave? You know, I've never been there, but isn't that where Al Capone is from?
pull that plug, flat out.
A short while later.
How many spots were wiped out? Uh-huh. No problems, of course we'll make good. And the barter spots we'll just have to eat. How much? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I've got a meeting with Marty Fisher in legal. Yeah, good idea. I'll tell Donnelly to sit in. Okay. I'll let you know. We're in such deep shit. Eh? Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Chuck. How you doing?
Actually, pretty good, all things considered.
You know, I've been meaning to tell you that all through this whole mess, you've been first rate. Thanks.
That's exactly what I think. In fact, did you happen to see this morning's Louisville
Oh,
Courier?
I've stopped reading the papers, Chuck.
You know their TV critic Flanagan? The one who always kills us? Listen to what he said. The agony of watching a man self-destruct in a meltdown of egomania was saved only by the sharp contrast of the quiet dignity and grace under pressure of Chuck Housen.
Yeah, that's right, Chuck. There's a review.
And he goes on to say that...
Listen, I've got a lot of...
No, but don't you see what he is saying? What everybody is saying?
Sure, well, we already know that you're terrific.
That I am the rock. I am the structure. I am the show.
Well,
Well, what? While my partner goes catatonic, I am there. Quietly, in the background, solid and strong. I am the foundation.
And you're doing a fantastic job.
We don't need Dave.
What are you talking about?
Oh, sure. Dave got all this attention, goddamn cover in Newsweek. Like, who cares? But when all this dies down, when people have long forgotten Otto Ross, they will come back to the man who has been holding this show together. I am that glue.
Chuck, it's called A Couple of Guys at the Movies. We can't have just one guy. Makes no sense.
Face it, Dave is legally brain dead. I'm just asking you to pull his plug. The man has been locked up in our office all day long like a shut-in. I'm afraid to go in there. So, do the right thing. Make the announcement that from now on, I'll be hosting the show, and Dave is suspended for life. Do it, Ed, while our show still has a chance to survive. Dump him now.
Hi, guys. Busy?
No. Come in. In fact, I have to dash over to a meeting in legal. I'm running late. Why don't you two talk about it?
What's going on, Chuck?
We're in a lifeboat, Vera. A small, tiny boat lost on the vast ocean in shark-infested waters. One of our passengers is dying. It's sad, but there's no way to save him. So the question is, do we continue to share our precious food and water with him? Or do we dump Dave in the drink and let the freaking sharks eat his ass?
All right, so he choked up. He's going to be okay.
You saw it, Vera. It was like trying to have a conversation with the Rain Man.
Give it time.
Damn it, Vera, how am I supposed to function out there? He doesn't smile. He doesn't react. He has no personality. It's like co-hosting the Mike Douglas show. Dave has got to go.
You ruthless little shit. How can you kick the poor man when he's down like this?
Oh, you think I'm enjoying this? I am only thinking of the survival of our show, of the 120 people who work for us, their families, their children.
You're so good with the little people.
Come on, Vera, we have to lead with our strength, and right now our strength is me. What are you doing?
I can get into trouble for showing you this, but I don't care. Right after Jody Joe bought our station group, they ran an exhaustive battery of tests of research studies on you two guys.
All that's on us.
ASI, 70 cities. Nielsen's, People Meter, AGB, the whole 9 yards, belt and suspenders. All very confidential, of course.
So what's it say?
Well, why don't you start with this?
Chuck Howard achieves maximum audience penetration with high levels of sincerity and energy.
Hey, that's good.
Yes, it is. Read on.
Howard is perceived as happy, positive, and skews well bimodally. Skews well bimodally? It sounds like I should be taken out sterilized.
It means you do extremely well with two groups, children and old people. They respond to your cheerfulness.
I love children and old people.
However, that all-important middle-aged segment of the audience, you know, your basic high-spending yucks, they think you're a schmuck.
What?
See this category? It's 18 to 49, urban, suburban, and ex-urban free-spending housefrau in a hedonistic household.
Yeah.
Look at your score.
Jesus.
On the other hand, David G. Morgan, who tends to frighten children and alienate older people, tests totally positive with this key consumer group who respond favorably to his cynical wit and urbanity.
They actually called me a schmuck?
The show's a hit, Chuck, because of the two of you. Somehow the chemistry works. With the two of you.
Everybody feels this way?
All the data, all the focus groups. Look, even Ed Brady was so convinced he took out a key man insurance policy on the both of you. The both of you. You starting to get it?
Yeah, I get it. Dave's not just taking his career in the toilet, he's flushing me down with him.
Oh, come on, Chuck. Try to be positive here. Old people and children are crazy about you.
What the hell do they know? Vera, suppose Dave has completely flipped out and he can never work again. What happens to me? I go back to doing the weather, pinning up little magnetic umbrellas over the onshore flow.
Gee, I don't know. I hear the woman they hired to replace you is doing extremely well.
Oh, my life is over.
No, it's not. We're just going through a rough time right now. All of us.
Especially me. I got a whole age group calling me a schmuck.
I'm sorry. Maybe showing you the research was a mistake.
No. I appreciate it. I know you only did it because you care. Because we're a little family. In our tiny lifeboat, we all have to pull together, take care of each other.
That was a lovely sentiment, Chuck. Now, would you mind taking your hands off my ass? Excuse me! Dave would like a word with both of you. He does? How does he sound? I think he's feeling a little better.
Really?
Well, I got him lunch. You saw him? Well, not exactly. He made me slip a packet of Jody Jill soup things under his door. Chicken gumbo is favorite.
Vera,
Yes?
you know all that stuff I was saying about Dave?
I know, you didn't really mean it.
Well, no, I meant it. I just don't want you to tell him I said it.
Dave?
Come in.
Hey, growing mushrooms in here, Dave?
Just resting my eyes.
You wanted to see us?
Yes. I'd like to apologize for what happened out there tonight.
Yeah, forget it. You just went a little blank in the head. Could happen to anybody.
That's right.
Hey, we'll get him next round, champ.
Thanks, Chuck, but you're being tremendously supportive.
Hey, that's the way I am, buddy.
But this is just not working for me anymore.
What are you saying, Dave?
I don't know. Ever since it happened, I can't seem to get my brain to function. I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm saying. I just know I can't go on like this.
Well, what about a vacation, Dave? You need some rest.
Yeah. 2-3 weeks in Hawaii, drinking Mai Tais, dancing the hula, you'll come back a new man.
Chuck, do I look like somebody who's in any condition to dance the hula? For God's sakes, does no one understand what I'm saying? I just can't go out there again. I can't face the camera again anymore.
Hey, that is enough of that kind of talk, mister. You're not quitting, and that's that.
All right, Chuck. Your loyalty and outrage has been duly noted. I'm sure you're inwardly rejoicing that you won't have to stare at my ugly pussy.
But quitting is so drastic. What about seeing a therapist? I know a guy who's terrific.
I have a therapist.
We'll see them both to get a second opinion.
Look, you two. This is bigger than a little time off or therapy. Things have happened. Things have changed. Something inside me is deader than Otto Ross, and I just can't get it back.
What are you talking about?
I don't expect you to understand.
Then explain it to me.
Okay. How about I'm sick of hearing myself talk? Sick of my own words rattling around inside my head. I just have to shut up for a while. I'm confused and I'm tired.
But we need you, Dave. You're an important voice in the industry.
Not anymore. I hereby resign my position as the defender of Western civilization. I can no longer man the ramparts. Let the word go forth that the wall has been breached. So wave after wave of mutant ninja turtles, Rambos, bimbos, jugglers, jigglers, strippers, wranglers, punks and junkies can pour in and pillage our temples, lure museums, and rape our vestal virgins.
Dave, calm down.
No! I want to go out in a blaze of glory, standing like a colossus astride the smoldering rubble of the artistic unities. I hurl down my thunderbolts at any movie daring to pass off pornography for romance, psychosis for style. Yes, that's me, folks, the last civilized man on earth. And now, I've killed somebody.
Blackout.
A couple of guys in the movies will no longer be seen at this time. Please check your local listings for further information. We now present an encore presentation of the Bob Newhart Show.
Dave? Dave, open up.
Chuck?
Yeah, Dave, sorry to bother
It's
you.
3 in the morning.
I couldn't sleep.
So, you made sure I couldn't.
You were sleeping?
Like a baby.
How could you when our world's falling apart?
Oh, Jesus, Chuck. I said everything I have to say on the subject. Can we just...
All right. I don't want to talk about it. You got anything to drink?
You want a drink?
Well, I'm a guest, aren't I?
Who invited you?
Nobody, that's who. All the years we've worked together, and this is the first time I've ever been to your place. You know that?
Why, Chuck? You don't need an invitation from me. After all, I didn't invite the cockroaches down in the basement, and they're here. Now, drink up and get out. It's the middle of the night.
Oh, that's great. Real giving, Dave. I came over here with my guts hanging out, my life totally screwed, and you throw me out. Thanks a lot, Mr. Humanity.
All right. I'm sorry. I really am. You have been through a terrible ordeal also, and I regret I'm to blame.
No, you sure are. My life used to be great before you...
I told you, I don't want to talk about it.
So who wants to talk about it? I just want to sit here and enjoy my goddamn drink.
All right. Look, why don't you stay a while, and we'll have a chat. But not too late. You really should go home and get some sleep.
Yeah. Can I have another drink?
I think you've had enough. I'll make us some coffee. So, what's going on back at the office?
Big nothing. The official story is that we have been pulled off the air for retooling. So Vera and I sit around all day and stare at our navels. What do you do all day?
I've just been collecting my thoughts, reading, listening to new age music.
What are you going to do for money?
I've got a little saved.
Gee, Dave, when I think of the coin we could have hit him for.
Man, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you'll survive. Your kind always does.
My kind. What kind of crack is that?
I didn't mean it as an insult, necessarily. It's just that you are sort of a kind, and I have been running into your kind all my life. I know who you are, and I know what you are.
Oh, yeah. You got me all typecast, pigeonholed, don't you?
That's not what I'm saying.
Think I'm just a real Eagle Scout and nothing more, right? Not so fast, pal. There is a side to me nobody knows.
Really?
The dark side. The secret side. The side that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
I'm a rambler. I'm a gambler. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a widowmaker. I'm a walker in the rain. I am a dancer in the dark.
Chuck, what the hell are you talking about?
After I leave the office, I go to a life you can't even imagine. I got a whole other identity doing things you can't even dream about.
So, what are you telling me? That you're Batman?
I'm a maniac, a samurai, a Jedi Knight. Once I lock on a target, be it a woman, a job, or getting my partner to come back to work, I don't give up.
Are you threatening me?
Hey, just a warning. I want you to know what kind of nut you're up against.
What? Maybe you should know what you're up against.
Oh, yeah. A wussy who goes soft because somebody croaks on our show.
I won't be bullied by you, buddy boy. I was there back in the 60s.
Ancient history.
Columbia University. Free speech, the tear gas, the dogs, the water hoses.
Spare me the warmed over Woodstock crap. What have you done for me lately?
I gave you coffee. Now drink it and get out.
I'm not leaving until you tell me you're coming back to work.
Stop pressuring me. Don't you understand what I'm going through? I'm not doing this to get you. I'm doing this to take care of me.
Me. Me. That's what this is all about. What does Dave need? What does Dave want? Well, what about me? What's gonna happen to me?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Oh, Matilda. Oh my God.
Vera.
I
Oh, man. This really tears it. This totally bites.
Chuck.
Just relax, please.
No wonder you were sleeping like a baby.
It's not what you think.
Absolutely unbelievable. I'm pouring my guts out to you about how we all mean so much to each other, and you're slamming the hand of Vera. Well, I guess the joke's on me.
Chuck, shut up and listen. This is not what's going on here.
Really? You're going to try and tell me this is just some sort of platonic thing? You're like a sister to him, and he's never laid a finger on you. All you did was lay there and cuddle like a couple of teddy bears, right? Oh, shit.
Okay, we made love. It was no big deal.
Thank you very much, Vera.
I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't mean it like that.
All the times I hit on you, what did he do? Give you drugs? And if so, what kind?
Look, Chuck, neither one of us had any idea this was going to happen. I just came here to see if I could cheer him up, just like you did.
Not exactly, Vera. I was trying to cheer him up without taking off my pants.
Hold it, Chuck.
Okay, Dave. It's all right. I'm not mad at you. We're both guys. I can relate to the situation, hormonally speaking. But, Vera, I am so disappointed. How I put you on a pedestal. You were like a goddess to me, above all other women.
Please.
From the moment I first laid eyes on you, I said to myself, this woman is special. Maybe, just maybe, I could build my whole life around her.
I'm very flattered, Chuck. But let's face it, you're the kind of guy that would screw a yak if you could find somebody to hold down its back legs.
Well, I better go. Building doesn't have to fall on me to let me know I'm the third wheel.
At the risk of sounding Noel cowardish, could we try to be a little sophisticated about this?
Oh, yeah. No problem. But just one word before I leave, partner. I haven't given up on you. You are not quitting on me so easily. I am the tiger, man.
Blackout. The following morning.
That's funny. It's hysterical. You know, I run this movie 5 times and I'm still laughing. Wow, what a scene. The sad part is I think both guys would have given this a rave review.
Who knew? Don't you be looking at my bitch white boy would be so good.
Ladies?
Dave!
How are you, Vera?
How am I? How are you?
Well, actually, I'm feeling a little better.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, it certainly is. I've been so worried. You know, last night, must have been around 3 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I actually thought of coming over to your place in the middle of the night, Dave. So, Dave, what brings you here?
I'm not sure. I got an urgent call from the boy wonder assuring me that he had something terribly important to share.
Oh, I'll go tell him you're here.
I'm so glad you're feeling better. I just hope you understand that what happened last night wasn't meant to.
Oh, I understand. What's lifted my spirits wasn't just being with you, pleasantly vigorous as it was. See, after everybody left, things started coming together for me. Then today, I went to the funeral service for Otto Ross.
Oh, Dave, that was such a lovely thing to do.
It seemed only right to pay my respects to Otto's widow.
What did you say to her?
Well, I said, young lady, aren't you going to catch a draft in a dress that short?
You said that to his widow?
A granddaughter of Nettie Bowles.
Really?
We're talking a 24-year-old leggy starlet in a micro-mini so breathtaking it could make a eunuch weep.
She dressed like that to his funeral?
Yes. They figured if Otto didn't jump out of his casket when she crossed her legs, it was okay to bury him.
So that's what snapped you out of it.
I realized I didn't kill Otto. She did.
Hey, Dave, you're laughing.
Yeah, I think I am.
Boy, you two are just a couple little love hammers, aren't you?
We were, Dave.
Yeah, right, who cares? Look, Dave, somebody here I want you to meet. We know how upset you've been about the Otto Ross thing, so I thought this might make you feel better. Dave, this is Mrs. Otto Ross.
Really?
Yeah, she has something to tell you. Go on, Mrs. Ross.
Mr. Morgan, you should know, you were not to blame for my husband's death. We all begged him not to come out of retirement, but he just wouldn't listen. The doctors told him he would never survive the schedule.
Or the reviews.
He had a bad heart, he had emphysema, and one kidney. The doctors were amazed he lived so long.
I'm not surprised. If waking up to your face every morning didn't kill him, nothing would.
I beg your pardon.
Otto Ross was a pretentious old phony who couldn't direct his way out of a paper bag. And speaking of bags, where'd they find you, honey? Central Casting?
I have never been talked to like this in my life.
Well, stick around. I'm just getting warmed up.
You'll hear from my lawyers. I'm suing you.
What the hell did you do that for?
Nice try, Chuck. And a nice touch. I'm suing you.
That sweet old lady was kind enough to come here and try and ease your conscience.
Oh, can it? She was an actress. You hired her. I just met Otto Ross's widow at his funeral.
Oh, you met his widow, huh? You met his second wife. That was his first wife. Asshole!
I better go see if I can catch her. Really, Dave?
How could you embarrass me like that?
I was trying to help you.
Just when I'm feeling a little better.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay?
Now I've hurt an innocent person. It's all falling apart again.
Dave, hold it together. Look, we'll send her a note. Some flowers. I'll write the note. I'm good with old people.
Every time I open my mouth, somebody suffers.
Dave, you didn't know.
It doesn't matter. I can destroy a person I've never even met.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not so bad. Hell, you've insulted me millions of times. I still like you. I really do.
This is the biggest load of dreck you have ever said.
Hey.
Let's speak the truth, for once. Oh, you're trying to get me back to work, but it's not out of friendship, or because you like me. You need me. I've read the research too. I know.
Hey.
It's okay. You don't have to like me. Nobody does. It's actually better that way. What are you guys doing to me?
It was a big misunderstanding, Ed.
You're not even on the air anymore and you're still getting me sued?
I'm sure we can settle out of court.
Why do I have to settle anywhere? Was it necessary to rake that poor woman over the coals? Was it?
I apologize, Ed. Mea culpa, okay? Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
The man wants me to leave it alone.
I was only trying to keep the show together.
It's for you.
You're on my shit list.
You see the thanks I get? Why do I keep wasting my time kicking this dead horse?
You meant well, Chuck.
What? What? She's gone to the newspapers already. Well done.
You know something? I'm getting really sick of your attitude, Ed. I bust my butt to make things better, like I see the rest of you even trying, and all I get is on somebody's shit list. Well, I can tell you all that I am sick to death of not being appreciated around here, so you can take your list and shove it as high as it'll go. Damn it. I can't even make a dramatic exit. He's locked the door. Anybody have a key? Back out.
Yes, Sandra. I want you to write it down, in case there is some confusion later. I didn't say you were confused, just write it down. Second drawer, the small one on the left side. 2 keys. Both boxes are the same bank as the pension fund. Will you stop asking me a million questions? Look, I don't have time to go into it now. I have a meeting and I'm late. I just wanted to speak to you and hear your voice. I know, we should talk more often. Yes, I think of you too. Oh, last week. Last night, yeet. Yes, a lot. Well, let's just say it didn't work out. Who knows why? Next week may be difficult.
Excuse me!
Let me call you, Sandra.
Thank you for locking me out again. I realize that we're no longer partners, but I still have some rights around here. You don't just hermetically seal your... What are you doing?
I'm not sure, but I suggest you leave. This could get messy.
That isn't a toy. Put it down, will you?
I wasn't prepared to do this with an audience. Would you be so kind?
Oh, and let you blow your brains out in our office?
Shall I put down newspapers?
Jesus, Dave, we're way past jokes here. Just give me the... Hey, watch it. What?
Just stay over on your side of the desk.
Okay, I'm here, right here, not moving. Got a little cotton mouth. Mind if I have a beer?
Make it to go.
Talking to Sandra.
Yeah,
How is she?
same pain in the ass.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
You're actually going through with it.
Well, let me put it this way. You finished that beer yet?
Dave, what are you doing? This is the most...
Stop! Stop right there. Please, spare us both the indignity of the obligatory, "Oh, Dave, you have so much to live for" speech. Kindly allow me to send off my final moment of hubris with a bang, not a whimper.
Hey, sure. Do your thing. You want to smear your brains all over the wall? Knock yourself out. I'm not trying to talk you off the ledge. I just thought you might enjoy one small observation.
How small?
Let me tell you about the last time I was in Vegas. I was at the crap table, playing all night, blowing hot and cold. Suddenly, this gorgeous redhead comes up to the table, picks up the dice. I say, "Hey, Red, when's your birthday?" She says, "July 7th. So I say, 7-7? It's a natural. I put down every chip I got on double 7. I'll be damned, she up and rolls a 7. Well, we're off to the races. "Hey, Red, what's your shoe size?" 6.5. I bet the 6.5 push. "Hey, Red, what's your bra size?" 37. So I laid the 3-7 combo. On and on we go till she runs out of things to measure. Then she asked me a rather personal question, and I call out 8.5. We both bet our chips on the 8-5 split. She shoots the dice, bing, bang, boom. I walk away with a pocket full of dough and the red.
You sure can spin a yarn.
As I'm leaving, the pit boss stops me and says, "Son, you are a gambler." I said, "No, sir. I just wait till the sure thing comes by, and then I bet every dime I got." Right now, partner, I'm betting my bottom dollar that you don't have the guts to pull that trigger. Well, I believe you want to. I really do. I believe that you feel like your life is turned to shit and the one decent thing you had going for yourself, you screwed up. But to want to kill yourself is one thing. To actually do it.
Well, it's quite possible that you may be correct, sir. My life seems to have bottomed out on me. I keep digging and digging, and I can't find that pony anywhere. So there are times, many times, when I can actually picture myself ending it. Then there are other times
When you don't.
when I don't. So, since I am constitutionally incapable of carrying out that mission, the solution is quite simple. You have to do it for me.
Yeah, right.
It has to be you. The irony is just too magnificent to pass up. The only person on earth who hates me more than I do is standing right here in this room.
Oh, no, you don't. Don't even get yourself worked up. It ain't gonna happen.
Maybe you shouldn't be too hasty to decide, my avaricious little friend. Have you forgotten about our Key-Man insurance policy?
Hey, I just found out about that. I don't know any of the details, what it says, who gets...
I'll save you the fine print. Suffice to say, you walk away with a piece of the rock. It's alarming, really, how much one can be worth dead. Yeah, it's quite a bundle. Enough fuck you money to last a lifetime. Here, just pull the trigger, and you walk out of this room a very, very rich man.
You bastard.
Come on! This is your chance to cash out, to have a real secret life. You can do that now, can't you? Rider in the rain.
You filthy bastard.
All it takes is one little squeeze.
Okay. You wanna die? Let's kill you, Mike.
Hey! Ow! Hey, you hurt my shoulder!
Excuse me, 2 minutes ago you asked me to kill you.
End my pain, don't increase it! I think it's dislocated.
You know something? I got a better idea. You shoot me.
Can't you ever have an original thought?
I mean it. I'm the one who deserves to die. I'm too stupid to live.
Being a cretin is not a capital offense.
No. You're only crazy, but I am dumb. I actually fell for you. I thought you were so brilliant, so sophisticated, such an intellectual. Jesus Christ, the yuppies were right. I'm a schmuck. Schmuck.
What are you babbling about?
Remember the first time we met? The very first time?
It was at a bar.
Bergen's Pub, St. Patrick's Day 4 years ago.
Right.
Place was really jumping. I walked in and I saw you sitting at a table full.
Well, they were probably mine.
Whole table was listening to you. You were holding court, going on about the poetry of Yeats and Keats or something. Remember?
All I remember about that day is you walked in wearing a sport coat that had a radioactive half-life.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You were lecturing them. And these people were hanging on your every word like you were their professor.
I vaguely recall positing my theory that the poetry of Ezra Pound was fully explored in the early films of Louis Buñuel.
Well, whatever you were talking about, it scared the living shit out of me. All I could think of was, Jesus, what have I got myself into? The guy's a genius.
Well, genius is such an overused word.
I'm not going on TV and sit across from the smartest guy I've ever met in my life. No way. What the hell am I going to say to him?
So you tried to get out of the deal?
No, I tried to make them get rid of you. Well, I saw that wasn't going to happen, so I knew I had to do something fast. This was exactly like that time in college that I wound up in a class taught by this brainy professor. This guy was such an egghead I couldn't understand a word he was talking about. So I dropped the course. I knew I wasn't going to do that here. This was my big break, and I knew I couldn't run. I had to stand and fight.
Chuck, I had no idea.
You're goddamn right you had no idea, Mr. Genius. You never had a clue as to how hard it was for me, working day and night just to keep up with you. But you see, I didn't give up. I studied you, man. I clipped all of your newspaper columns and read them over and over.
You actually collected my articles and studied them?
A film so lovely, each frame sparkles like a snowflake floating in the moonlight of a cold winter night. Jesus, that's beautiful. It's poetry.
Yeah, it's over-tortured crap. Pure steam purple prose.
Shut up! I think it's beautiful, and I won't have you cheapen what you've done or what I have accomplished. For God's sakes, I even looked up words in the dictionary so you couldn't say something on the air I didn't understand.
I'm stunned.
I studied everything. Any movie, any director, any writer or producer you mentioned, I ran out and saw the film or read about it. Where do you think I was every night? My secret life. Big secret. I'm at a Rene Clair festival at the Vista, or at the midnight show of a Werner Fassbinder retrospective at the New Art, or at the AFI screening room trying to learn the difference between Marcel Ophuls and Max Ophuls. All this busting my butt, all this sweat and blood for only one reason. So that I can be worthy to share the stage with the great David G. Morgan.
I don't know what to say.
Say you'll forget about suicide and for once in your miserable life, show me some guts.
Don't you see what you admire, what you look up to? It's a big nothing. It's a fake. I'm a fake. Sound and the fury of an idiot signifying nothing.
I hate that kind of talk.
All the big words, all the holding court in bars to anybody drunk enough or lonely enough to listen. It's the closest I can get to having any kind of a relationship.
No big deal, so you're not a people person.
I'm barely a person. My ex-wife hates me. My son doesn't speak to me. My partner could probably be talked into shooting me. And the kicker is, nobody will even come to my funeral.
Stop the self-pity. You're pathetic.
Finally, we agree. I'm pathetic.
Okay, maybe you are. Maybe you're really pathetic and maybe I'm really stupid, but for some reason the combo works. And who cares as long as the ratings are good?
Listen, Chuck.
No, you listen to me. I used you. I used you to get smart. So now it's your turn. You use me. Use my strength. I'm strong.
Blackout.
From the French Riviera, it's time for a couple of guys at the movies, and here they are, Chuck Howard and David G. Morgan.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs.
Welcome, one and all. We're going to be here all week covering the Cannes Film Festival.
And what a week. The stars, the glamour,
The parties.
and the accommodations. First class all the way, thanks to the kind people at the Gresco Hotel.
Yes, the town is abuzz with excitement.
Not to mention our special friends at Hertz Rent-A-Car.
Hey, well, you pooped out on me kind of early last night, Mr. Morgan. Could have used your help.
Well, sorry, but after a day of viewing the dredge that passes for world-class cinema these days, I had to retire to my suite and soak my tired retinas in a schooner of brandy.
As usual, you missed out, pal. After hanging out at the baccarat tables all night, I started to get a little homesick for some fellow Yanks. Luckily, I stumbled into a piano bar full of kids from the Up America tour. We partied till 4 in the morning singing show tunes. You should have joined us, old buddy. Could have used your dulcet baritone.
Mm-hmm, of course, Chuck. Spend the night listening to you butcher Steve Sondheim with a room full of young crypto-Nazis. I would rather gouge out both my eyes and fall naked into an open grave.
Ready to roll clip in 3.
3, 2, 1. Tournez le film, s'il vous plaît. I think my French is getting pretty good. Clip is rolling. You're off.
Get you for this, I swear to God. Why do you keep doing this to me?
And why do you keep trying to make people think that we're actually friends?
Because that's what they want to think.
Really? Do you think people out there are as stupid as you are?
Oh, so now I'm stupid, is that it?
Oh, not at all. You're actually quite brilliant. It's just that everything you say, think, or do is stupid!
Oh, that's fresh. The end.
Introduce the cast to you. This is Rochelle Sabat, Herman Poppy, Douglas Kohler, Sharon Holm, Joni Woodkey, Michael McConaughey, and Jim Englehart. 5-minute break. Come back and discuss the play. Please come back.
Tournez le sang, s'il vous plaît.